Hello Brooks, thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One, to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads, and your business. And two is to compare your website to the competitor's website in the area, see if those tips and tricks can outrank them, get you on the first page of Google in the eyes of a lot of consumers. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Whatever I talk about here, you could use on your own for your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. But let's begin showing the opportunity to take these steps for your business. So content, as I said. So in content on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content on your webpage, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So this is your website here, nice laid out website. It's eye-popping, eye-catching. Got your services right here. But one thing I would definitely increase is just some of your content on your webpage, key content, keywords, relevant content, and that'll increase your searchability on Google. So speaking of Google, if I was to live in El Cajon, California, I might type in plumbing services, since that's actually right there, one of your web pages there. This is what comes up. So typically ads come up. This is hit or miss. You could invest in those if you haven't already. A lot of times consumers skip over those. They might go to the map pack here, especially your address is in El Cajon. You definitely want to be right here. That's citations. I'll talk more about that. But we call these organics right here. So the goal is to be on the first page of any services you do or area you do organically, to be on that first page to increase your traffic. So as you scroll down, and typically we don't count directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Home Advisor, because if a local consumer would type that in, they're going to go to a local business, especially if it's emergency plumbing services. So some of your top competitors here, Anderson Plumbing, I think Bill Howe's down here. But you can do some things on these little web pages that they have within the big web page to outrank them and be on the first page of Google. You might have heard this saying, a great place to hide a dead body is on page 2 or 3 of Google. So people just don't click here for more services. So the goal is to be on the first page right in front of their face with consumers. So to compare the websites, I'll compare yours to one of the web pages of Anderson Plumbing right here. So to do that comparison and deep dive of websites is a tool we called Ahrefs. So this is your URL here, and these are your numbers. So on your website, you're using 47 keywords. So you definitely want to dominate your competition, use more keywords. Think about all the buyer intent keywords, plumber repair, plumbers in El Cajon. Think about all the areas you serve too in the greater El Cajon area. So you could expand out to different cities and put those on your keywords. So you want to have high volume, high searchability, higher volume better. This is a good one right here, 450, plumber in Cajon. So you keep that one, but just increase them. And to do that, you could compare to other websites. So here's Anderson Plumbing. So for them, they're using 34 keywords, but you got to think, they might have high search volume, which is giving them more traffic in some of their keywords. Great thing about keywords, you could take some of these keywords that's not on your website, put them in yours, and you get closer to outranking them. So again, think about all those buyer intent keywords and have as many keywords as possible to increase your traffic. The second thing is backlinks. So backlinks is anywhere where one website is linking to your website. So these act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also think of it as a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. Keeping this in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other plumbing services, HVAC services linking back to you. It doesn't matter if websites outside your industry are linking to you. It just doesn't give you the search power with Google. So right now, you got some backlinks going on. You got 59 backlinks with 12 reference domains. But compare that to a local competitor. Now this is their web page, so actually a lot of their other backlinks is giving them some power, some traffic power. So even though it shows there's having zero reference domain, if we just take this page out and go to their main page of Anderson Plumbing, and include all their subdomains, they have 4,000 backlinks. So what you do, you could take some of these backlinks that they have that are high power, that are working well. You could take those backlinks, add them to your website as well. Remember, the ones that really matter, the ones that give them power, and that'll increase your searchability as well to outrank them. So the goal is to get closer to these numbers. Don't have to get exactly, but the goal is to get closer to those numbers to outrank them on that first page of Google. Then finally, there's citations. So in citations is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. Since you have that El Cajon address, you definitely want to be in this top 3. Sometimes there's 4 here, but you want to be in the top 3. Much like on pages 2 or 3 of Google, people don't push this button for more services. Okay, so you want to be right in front of the eyes of consumers. And to do that, citations include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise. There's many more you probably heard of. Also, social media accounts work great too. So here's the idea. Your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And then once your online presence is, the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank them. So when your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at and why it's worth it to be in the eyes of consumers here and up here, and taking out some of the big names out of your own backyard of El Cajon, like Anderson Plumbing and Bill Howe. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that will generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads on your own online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that. I give you some more information. We could talk about goals. I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this actual video, that just helps me get better at making these for local businesses. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully it was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.